Imagine this, a fake nude photo of your teenager spreading online. It was created with AI. It never happened. But it looks real. And you can't get a hold of anyone online to remove it from the website. Or you break up with someone, and the intimate photos you once shared in confidence end up on the internet, weaponized to shame or control you. Or you're called into HR because an explicit image of you is circulating. You didn't take it, but it doesn't matter. It's convincing. It's AI generated. These aren't hypotheticals. This is real. And it's something that's happening across America. It's why Congress passed and President Trump just signed the Take It Down Act. Today, we talk about one of the darkest corners of AI and the law that was just signed to fight it. Hey everybody, welcome to Brief, an off-week intel drop from Midweek Sitrep. Short, sharp, and mission-focused. My name is Jerry Fowler, and I'm your host. Now, one of our goals here is to help you recognize emerging threats, and more importantly, to give you the tools and resources to protect yourself, your business, and your family. Today's brief exposes one of AI's most disturbing threats, and the law that just made it a federal crime. The tools to address known exploitation by immobilizing technological deepfakes on websites and networks act, or the Take It Down Act, makes it a federal crime to post or threaten to post sexually explicit images of someone online without their consent, whether the image is real or AI generated. It covers two main scenarios. For adults, it criminalizes the non-consensual sharing of intimate images that were created or obtained under an expectation of privacy and shared to cause harm. For minors, it bans any explicit content, real or fake, shared to abuse, harass, or sexually exploit a child, or to sexually arouse or gratify another person. The law also forces online platforms, so that's your public websites, apps, social media sites that host user content. It forces them to set up a clear takedown process, remove reported images within 48 hours of being notified, and if they don't, they could face serious legal consequences. Plus, anyone who breaks the law, they face mandatory restitution, fines, and potentially prison time. So you may be wondering, why was this law needed? Because the abuse is already happening. Teenagers are getting sextorted with AI-generated fakes. Ex-partners and classmates, they're using deepfakes and deepfake apps to harass and humiliate. And criminals are building fake explicit profiles of people to blackmail them or to ruin their lives. Now, these aren't rare stories. These are growing fast. And the victims often had no legal recourse, especially if the image was fake. Now, with this law, it doesn't matter if the image is AI generated or real. If it's non-consensual and abusive, it has to come down. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like digital privacy or criminal justice. But let's go deeper. This is a national security threat. Let's think about it. Foreign adversaries, China, Russia, North Korea, they're already experimenting with AI-generated images for disinformation, blackmail, and coercion. Now imagine a deepfake scandal targeting a military recruiter, a government official, a corporate whistleblower. One manipulated photo could discredit a voice, silence a critic, or be used to extract access or intel. The lines between cybercrime, psychological warfare, and digital terrorism are already blurring. The Take It Down Act sets a precedent. The U.S. is moving to regulate harmful uses of generative AI, especially in areas involving privacy, consent, and digital exploitation. So today's brief is that. It's brief. You should know this. The Take It Down Act, signed this week, is here. Now, in next week's full episode of Midweek Sitrep, we're going to zoom out and get practical. Episode 9 will be phone scams, phishing, and cybersecurity hygiene. We'll show you how cyber criminals and hostile sites use text, fake emails, call spoofing, and malware to target Americans, just like you. You'll learn how to spot a scam, what tools you can use to protect yourself, and why cybersecurity hygiene is now a part of national security. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this brief, make sure to subscribe, share, and stay engaged. While you're at it, stop by the store and pick up some merch. Link in the description and on our social media accounts. I'm Jerry Fowler, and remember, everything is national security. See you next time. Midweek Sitrep with Jerry Fowler is an independent production of OpScent Media Group, LLC. The information provided in this podcast is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, financial, or professional advice. Listeners should consult with a qualified professional before making any decisions based upon the content discussed. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the host, Jerry Fowler, and any guest, and do not reflect the official policy, position, or endorsement of any current or former employer, client, government agency, military organization, educational institution, or any other entity for which the host, Jerry Fowler, may be affiliated. Mention of a company, product, or service does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation. Any references are provided for informational purposes only. This podcast does not disclose any classified, proprietary, or confidential information. All discussions are based upon publicly available information and personal expertise. Everything's national security. OpScent Media Group, LLC.